something big, but he said it's not AIDS, so that's all that really mattered to me. Welcome to episode 28. It's June 24th. It's a Saturday show on a Sunday. Tones, how you doing?
Good. I'm doing good. I'm looking forward to hearing the rest of that story later.
Oh yeah, just
some housekeeping stuff.
Housekeeping. All right, so as you know, classic Saturday show. We have our world famous segments, and we have a classic 4-pack. But we're gonna flip it upside down a little bit today for you, spice it up a little bit, because we do. It's a Saturday show on a Sunday. We like to be spontaneous. We like to have fun here. That's the name of the game. Is fun. All right, you having fun yet?
Having tons of fun.
Good. Yeah.
Good.
All right. Let's kick right into it. So it's a classic 4-pack of questions. So, Tones, my question to you is, if news broke that a famous celebrity was a serial killer and had been getting away with it for years, who would surprise you the least?
So my head went to several different places on this. First, I said Steve Buscemi.
Ooh.
Because he looks like he has eaten a person before.
Yeah.
Just the eyes. The eyes.
He's just an ugly guy. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Charlie Sheen was another one that kind of popped up. Just because, I feel like
that popped in my head too for some reason.
I don't think he's like a serial killer that has fun with it, but I just think he's over the last 50, 60 years has killed multiple people.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking Charlie. I mean, I was obviously, but I was thinking Martin Sheen for some reason. That's why I said he's such a nice guy. No, Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen. I don't know if he's a nice guy. He's a little fucked up.
I mean, actually, right before we got on, though, you texted me a GIF of Tom Hardy from Mad Max, and that was my answer. Tom Hardy.
Hardy.
That's who I'm going with. He has the most intense eyes. He just stares through you with his eyes. I can see him just and again, not like that he's a serial killer, but he just multiple times in his life has gotten to the point where he's just murdered somebody.
He does have very stern eyes.
Yeah.
A very stern face too. And he's a hell of a Bane. Very believable.
Yes, great act. I love everything he's in.
Yeah.
My guy.
Supporting a murderer. Good for you. Real classy.
Allegedly.
Yeah. So I have a pretty generic answer. You want to take a guess who the most generic answer for this would be?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank right now.
Nicolas Cage.
That's a great one. Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love the compilation of him just freaking out in movies. You ever watch that?
Oh yeah, a million times.
It's great. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. That's a good one. Another one just popped in my head. Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Just because of The Shining, because that performance is so good, and in every role that he's ever had, he's pretty. When he acts, it's just all right, take it down a notch.
The thing is when he acts, I don't think he's really acting that much.
Just him, just Jack Nicholson, actually just
crazy motherfucker
himself in a movie. Yeah, but Nick Cage, I can't remember the last time he was in a smash hit movie. It's because he's busy running around trying to collect vampire artifacts. I mean, that's a big red flag right there.
National Treasure was a blockbuster.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just collects dinosaur skulls and stuff now, right?
Yeah, artifacts and stuff. Here, fun fact: I shat myself in National Treasure 2.
Really?
Yeah, completely sharded. Because me and my buddies were really immature, still are. But when we'd go to the theaters, we would crack each other up by ripping a fart in a quiet part of the movie, and I was on a roll, farted, and everybody's in tears. I had the floor, right, and then I went to go rip one, and I crapped my pants, and I was sitting all the way in the inside aisle, so I had to funnel out of a full aisle of people. So my ass is pretty much in their faces. I was shuffling out.
Everybody knew.
Everybody's probably saying, "Oh, Jesus!
I think this kid shit himself."
Yeah. So I had to go clean up. Got back to the movie. Enjoyed it. I thought National Treasure, great movie. But Nick Cage, I would not be surprised if I just turned on fucking CNN and it's just Nick Cage, we found 23 bodies in his basement. Everybody be
yeah.
All right.
What took him so long?
Performing satanic rituals with dead bodies. That's Nick Cage right there. Okay. So question number 2 of the classic 4-pack. So assuming money isn't an issue, what feature would you want your dream house to have?
So I would have a fully operational baseball stadium in my backyard. And since I'd be so rich to be able to build this, I would be able to make a deal with MLB, have a couple games there a year,
But who's playing? Just you and your friends?
No, I could do that, or I could you know what I'm saying? Like I would have like actual MLB games at my house.
Oh, neutral site.
Yeah, like a neutral site kind of deal. Maybe some like, spring training games or whatever.
What would you call it?
Tones Field.
Tones Field.
Yeah.
Nice.
Of course. But yeah, no, it'd just be cool to just like have my own baseball stadium that I could just go watch a game at and then just like walk 20 feet and go to my house and not have to like worry about traffic or getting on a train or
It's pretty much Field of Dreams.
yeah, basically. But like I want like a stadium of like, like seats and vendors and peanut guys and beer guys walking around. Because like you said, money's not an object, so I'm just gonna like fund my own. Maybe I'll just start my own baseball team in my backyard. How about that?
Play at Tones Field.
Yeah, I'll have all the money in the world, so I'll buy the Yankees and I'll move them to my backyard.
All right, a little overboard. All right, there's got to be some sort of money involved, I guess. Man, you blew my water. I mean, my fucking my water. Blew my idea out of the water. I mean, mine's simple. I just want a full operating Buffalo Wild Wings in my home. Like,
of course.
I mean, who wouldn't want to come to my place for the Super Bowl right there?
like your own private. You don't have to worry about being too crowded. Like if you went to Buffalo Wild Wings on the Super Bowl, like it would be, packed.
Right.
Couldn't get it.
But at my house, you get the full Buffalo Wild Wings experience.
Right. Yeah.
Like the waitresses and like, with their breasts big and you have like 99 beers on tap. And you have
talking Hooters. We're talking Hooters or Buffalo Wild Wings here.
B-Dubs has their waitresses have big Hooters.
Yeah.
They kind of like they carried the torch on that one. Hooters passed it off to them.
B-Dubs is classier.
B-Dubs is it's wings, beer, and sports. I mean, I mean, we bring it up on this show all the time. Like, what more do you need right there?
Yeah, and then you throw boobs into the mix, and again, what more could you need? I'm actually boycotting Hooters.
Why?
Last time I went there, I got the worst food poisoning of my life.
Oh, that's right.
Just coming out of both ends.
What'd you eat? The wings?
Yeah, I just got wings. I got the breaded ones. I don't know if that like makes a difference. If they're like harder to cook or I don't know. But like I got home that night because I went to the Knicks game. So I went down to the Garden, and there's like the Hooters right across the street.
Yeah,
I went in there, got my wings, went to the game, had a bunch of beers, came home, and it's like 1 a.m. and I'm sitting in the bathroom, just like puking into like a bucket and like shitting at the same time.
Oh,
it was brutal for like 3-4 hours. I was doing that. I was up all night just like shitting and puking.
You know what's low key happening in the food industry? Chicken wings. There's like they're running out. Like the supply of chicken wings can no longer meet the demand, and it's like not getting any closer that gap. So like big chains who rely on their wings, like like Hooters definitely isn't doing nearly as well as Buffalo Wild Wings. So they're probably finding some like really cheap shit.
And, I'm sure.
And birds are dirty, like chicken are dirty birds. It's
the birds. Yeah, man.
You get bad wings. Like you're going to be puking and shitting.
Yeah, it wasn't good. I mean, you're saying like because more people eat wings than any other kind of, any other piece of the chicken. So do we just have like a bunch of like wingless chickens running around right now?
No, it's just like the demand for chicken wings, just like there's just not as many chickens out there anymore.
Yeah, no, it's because everyone wants. You go to just about any restaurant, any bar and grill, they have wings.
Exactly. I mean, like they're in the same, like they're almost in the same like demand as French fries. Like and they're animals. So they're like eventually this is going to happen, I guess, but it's happening now and it's happening fast. So get your wings and eat them and enjoy them and share them. Stock up on the hot wings, boys. It's they're running out. Imagine like a world with no hot wings. Oh God,
I mean, you have the boneless bites, but like it's not the same.
I mean, I'd get by. I'd be okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and just be like, you know what? I don't want to live on this planet anymore because there's no more hot wings. But like, it's going to be really depressing.
Yeah. It's going to be close. Yeah.
Hopefully it happens well after we're dead and gone.
We're gone.
Kids are going to grow up and they're going to have hot wings from like years 8 till like 22 and then like hot wings. They're just gone. They're available, but you have to pay like $100 for like 12 wings.
Yeah. Or they start using like pigeon wings or something.
Oh. Gross.
Talk about a dirty bird.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I would want in my dream house. A full functioning B-Dubs for us all to enjoy. Nice. And you would have Tones Field. You'd have a baseball park in your backyard.
Well, you know what we could do? We could if you want to make a little bit of money, we put the B-Dubs. You move your house next to mine, you get the B-Dubs for the pregame, and then you go over to the field
Yeah, but that kind of defeats the purpose because then all the people that are going to your game, I want it to be a
Sure.
private B
That's
Dubs.
true. Good point.
You
Good
know,
point. Yeah.
my B Dubs. You know, like I can like let in like maybe 20 random people just to give off the atmosphere of
Yeah.
a B Dubs. You know, like
Can
we'll get
I
some people to watch like, the one TV that has UFC on, while the rest of us Americans watch football or baseball.
are you am I can I go pregame there then before the game? Like maybe not everyone else, but like I'll just go
Yeah,
pregame there.
come on
And,
over.
and then we'll just go walk over across the street to my house and we'll watch the game.
Yeah, man, that would be great. There's definitely, I mean, like so many people have the money to do that. They're just not thinking right. I mean, that would
Yeah.
be like you can definitely get the franchise rights, you know,
Oh,
to
for
a B
sure.
Dubs. Well, you know what? They probably because you'd have to generate revenue. It's not about revenue at this place. Well, I would just pay them for it. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying.
Problem
Like,
solved.
you just pay all the employees, you pay for all, you know, like everything you eat, you would just pay like you normally would at
Yeah.
a place, but like you just have so much money that it doesn't even matter to you. Like I'll just
Yep.
eat all my meals at B Dubs.
Exactly. Oh, that'd be great. Anyway, all right, so we got to move on. So, question number 3: what's the scariest thing that ever happened to you?
I was in the city once with some friends.
Ah!
Scary, right? Um, and I don't remember what happened exactly, but some people got into like a little kerfuffle with another group of people.
A kerfuffle?
A kerfluffle, yeah. It wasn't like a full blown fight or anything, but you could tell it was leading down that road.
Got a little
And-
chippy.
And we were like standing like near this alleyway, and this guy just comes out of the alley like out of nowhere, and just has like a gun in his waistband,
Whoa!
and he's just like, "You guys got to get the fuck out of here, like right now."
Damn.
Like we both just ran. Like I don't know what was going on in that alley, but that was his alley. We were not fucking with him.
He's probably raping somebody.
Yeah, or like a drug deal, maybe. I don't know why you have to go right to rape. You know, maybe
Sorry.
maybe he was just a drug dealer, you know, which is still, you know, not great. But yeah, so that was pretty scary.
So yeah, you pretty much just had somebody fucking show you a gun, and would you just straight up sprinted away?
Yeah, more or less. It was just like, wait, oh
Did you
shit.
call the police?
No, dude, I was getting the fuck out of there. I was drunk. I wasn't like old enough to be drunk, and I was down there, and I was just like,
Oh,
you know
man.
what? I'm just gonna leave this alone and not go back there. And hopefully he doesn't follow me.
You might have blood on your hands.
Yeah,
Hate to break it to you. You might have blood on your hands.
it wouldn't be the first time.
Okay. Mine is so a long time ago. It's probably like 4th, 5th grade. I'll never forget it. It was Halloween, and this guy, right? So he had his house was all decked out in Halloween stuff, and he had this thing on a bench right in his front yard, and it would go up and down with the arm of the knife, like it was like robotic. And it's
Okay.
stuffed with hay and everything. It looked like a scarecrow with like, you know, a knife going up and down
Yeah.
robotically. So me and my buddy, we go to the front door. We see the candy right through the screen door. So ring the doorbell. Nobody's answering, knocking. And we're like, fuck. Like, you know, the candy's right there. Like, where are these people?
Yeah.
Turn around. The scarecrow with the knife is right fucking behind us. And he just like spooks us. And we collapsed to the ground in fear. Like that guy had been running that prank all night on little kids. And like we were with our parents and like they didn't say a word. They just let it happen. I pissed myself,
Wait,
but
so-
the costume I had, you couldn't tell.
wait. So he there was a scarecrow. Like, did you see it when you were walking up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like a machine. Like it looked like a toy. Like it
Right.
didn't, it was stuffed with hay, like, you know, had a scarecrow mask over him and stuff. It didn't look anything like a human.
So then you went up to the door, and then you turned
Yeah.
around, and what, he moved it behind you?
No. He was like, so once we got to the front door, the bench that he's sitting on is completely behind us now. You have to walk past it to get to the front door. So once we walked past him to go to the door, he got up and like crept up behind us
Oh,
and
so-
just waited for us to turn around.
So wait, he was the scarecrow.
He was the scarecrow. Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought he had just like a mechanical like scarecrow.
No,
No,
this
he-
is the 90s. They didn't, it was him just dressed in this ridiculously like fake looking costume.
Yeah.
And like he just waited for us to turn around, like just give up that nobody's gonna come and answer the door and give you candy. So we turn around, he's right fucking there.
What a fucking dick.
What a dick. We were like 4th graders and like we were literally like, like, it took a good like 10 seconds to realize what was going on at that age. And then he went in, got us candy. Like we were like shaking with fear. Like
He
you
better
know,
have given you a lot of fucking candy. I mean, for that, almost
No.
killing you.
because he was doing it to the whole like from that point
Yeah.
on, like because we were going to house, we would just like watch kids like go up and like we would just watch from afar of what he was doing. And like it was the same reaction every time. Kids just like, oh my god, it's terrifying.
This fucking guy just gets off on just scaring the shit out of little kids. What an asshole!
What an asshole! Yeah, my dad for not saying anything. He should have been like, Tom, this guy is. Don't freak out. This is gonna be a terrible joke. I would have did the same thing to my kid. If I saw that, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. Yeah, so that was wild. So question number 4. What is the most nostalgic video game that you've ever played?
So for me, there was this one game, and you probably never heard of it. A lot of people probably haven't heard of it, but it was for the PS2. It was called ATV Off-Road Fury. And it was basically you just like you got ATVs, and it was mostly like racing, like you'd race people. That wasn't what I did though. Me and my friend, there was just one map that was just like a giant desert with like a bunch of dunes that you could go and do jumps off with.
Couple dunes.
And we would go on opposite sides, and we would try and like go off in the air and like run into each other. Because it was funny, whenever you wrecked, your guy would like ragdoll off the bike and just start flying.
That's why he did it.
Yeah, we would just like to see him get fucked up. And we would spend hours, literally hours, just trying to hit each other in midair.
When was this?
This is probably like 5th, 6th grade, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit younger. But he would come over and we would just spend like 3 or 4 hours just trying to like just maul each other off of our ATVs.
Classic. I'll have to look into that. I've never heard of that game. What system did you play it on?
It was I had it for PS2.
Okay.
It was like one of the ones, like I don't know if you remember, they had like the red across the top, like the classic, like the greatest hits kind of thing. It was like one of those that I ended up getting.
All right. That's a good one. So mine, do you remember Earthworm Jim?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I never played it, but I know of him.
Earthworm Jim was gnarly. I was like, it was a Game Boy game, and it took me like years to beat.
Yeah.
Years. It was so much fun though. Just an earthworm in a spacesuit, and he's got like an Indiana Jones rope, and you just got to go through it like Super Mario style. You know, like just go through the map. There's obstacles you got to kill and jump over and stuff. Very difficult game.
So is it kind of? It's like you said it's like a Super Mario style. Where you have to you go from one end to the other kind of thing.
Yep. Okay. Very simple. Very simple format.
What was the object of the game?
To finish it, I think he had to. He just had to take over. Like you stop the bad guys from like taking over his planet, pretty much. Okay. He's just an Earthworm Jim, and there's a lot of like good, like he farts a lot. That was like big. That was a big get for me. Like I enjoyed that. Yeah, so that sucked me in. A couple other things. Big Indiana Jones fan. He had the rope. You know.
Yeah.
That was a good time. But yeah, he was just Earthworm Jim's a staple. If you look it up, he was in a lot of other games because the franchise was so successful.
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen him. Like I know like who you're talking about. I just never played the game.
Yeah, you should look into it. It's great.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about getting a Game Boy SP on eBay or something like that.
Yeah.
Going back, playing Earthworm Jim.
I probably have a bunch of fucking cartridges around here, a bunch of video games.
I have, because like one of my favorite game of all time growing up was Twisted Metal 3, and I bought 2 PlayStation 1s and 3 copies of Twisted Metal 3, and it doubles as a CD. I'm pretty sure I brought it up on the show. It's so frustrating. They made it like it was big technology back in the day where you can like bring it into your car and plug it in. It's a Rob Zombie CD. Yeah, but like all the PlayStations I buy only reads it as a CD. Doesn't read it as a game. So that's why I have to keep buying all these copies of the game to see if one fixes or works. None of them do. I never play it. So I have all these PlayStations and Twisted Metal 3s lying around. All just a big waste of money.
Fucking got a giant Rob Zombie player.
I just got 3 Rob Zombie CDs that I'm never going to use.
Rob Zombie, what a guy. Are you a Rob Zombie fan?
Yeah, I love Rob Zombie. Because of Twisted Metal back in the day, but yeah, I still listen to Rob Zombie all the time.
Okay, no, I don't really know about his music too much. I love he did the Halloween remakes. Those things are fucking scary. You ever watch those?
Really? No, I wrote his movies off. They look stupid to me.
The most like there's like he has like the House of 1,000 Corpses or something. That one was kind of dumb, but like the new Halloween remakes are pretty fucking crazy. Like the first one shows him like as a kid, and it kind of follows him up until he kind of becomes Michael Myers. And then the second one I think is kind of like a remake of the original, I believe.
Okay.
Where it picks up from like where the first one left off, and then but it's a lot darker, a lot more gruesome than the original ones.
He's like a vegan. He's one of those guys. He's like a vegan, like really soft guy who just like sings about and writes about the most dark things of all time. Like his songs are just like, I love them because they have fucking heavy riffs and his voice is actually really good.
Yeah.
But all the lyrics are pretty much about like dark sexual fantasies.
Yeah. I remember
really gross.
I was like, I forgot how old I was. I was maybe like 6 or 7 years old, and we went somewhere where I got like a free like Rob Zombie like CD or something, and then I didn't know what it was. My mom didn't know what it was, so we popped it in the car, and basically it was just like it wasn't even a song. It was just like him raping a girl before the song started or something.
Yeah, it's More Human Than Human starts off with orgasms for like 30 seconds. It's very awkward.
Yeah, and I was like 7. I'm like, what the hell's going on? My mom's like fumbling to get the CD.
What the? Oh man, yeah, but I highly recommend it. I love for the next when we do Let There Be Rock after this one, I'll probably give you some zombie songs. He's probably my 4th favorite artist of all time. I love Rob Zombie.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably goes Metallica, then like the list really drops off. Then it's probably Springsteen, Green Day, Rob Zombie, and then probably ELO, Electric Light Orchestra.
What a top 5.
Yeah, I'm all over the place. Real soft rock to like really fucking aggressive heavy metal fast rock.
Got Green Day and ELO, and then all of a sudden you got Rob Zombie, Metallica in there.
Yeah.
He's got Bruce thrown in there randomly.
Yep. All right, so Taylor Hicks, take us into segments. Okay, so we have a Do You Remember? So Tones, do you remember senior year when our house we had to live next to the priests?
Yeah, I do.
we lived near a church, and like the house where all the priests resided, like they were our direct neighbors. So like we'd sit outside, like our deck was right next to their front door. So like they'd always come out to see us like loaded, like smoking pot. You know? And the funniest thing was we always shout him out, Mackenzie, Bomb Squad listener.
Yeah.
Mackenzie just started calling this priest Father Pat for months, and like it was so casual. I thought his name was Father Pat. I was like, "Hey, Father Pat!" And, like we were doing that forever.
Yeah.
It wasn't until like January, like because we ended up Mackenzie and I not January in September. We went to church every Sunday because we told the priest that we would because he asked us, and he was such a nice guy.
Yeah,
like all right, fine. And 2, we went to just pray for our football teams. That was it. We go on Sunday morning, like pray for our teams. That year, the Giants went like 4-12.
Yeah.
And we went 3-13.
So it didn't work.
Didn't work. God, we found out that God hates that.
Yeah. God's like,
it was the year the Broncos
asking me.
It was when the Broncos went to the Super Bowl and got their asses kicked by Seattle.
I remember that. That was when Philip Seymour Hoffman died, and we were doing
and I went to B-Dubs to pick us up wings.
And
I was at B-Dubs when I found out he died.
Yeah. We just and then during the game, I don't remember that game. I don't remember anything after the safety. That was like the first play of the game because we found Das Boot, from Beer Fest, like the big glass boot, and we literally we'd fill it up and we go like to Philip Seymour Hoffman. We would just pass it around and see how fast we could.
That's right. We would toast to Philip Seymour Hoffman and then pass it, chug the boot. Yeah, that was one hell of a Super Bowl to be doing that too because it was a very forgettable one.
Yeah, it was the perfect one to do it for.
To bring it back at Mass, like because we would dress up like you're supposed to at church, but there was this guy who was there every Sunday too with his Broncos jersey on all season, and we were like, "This guy's hogging it. This guy's hogging the prayers." We thought it was because he was sitting closer or something like that. And the funny thing is too, we would always leave after communion, no matter what. Communion, allow like just wrap around, get out of there, and like go like start drinking some beers and get ready for 1 o'clock football. And like one time, I guess the church was like out of money, and they're like, "I know a lot of you like to leave after communion." And he stared right at me and Mackenzie, and he's like, "But we have an announcement after Mass that we need everybody to stick around for." And we're like, shit. All right, we're busted."
Yeah.
And then to drive it all the way back, that guy, Father Pat, his name was not Father Pat. His name was Father John. Something like that.
John.
We were like, "Hey, Father Pat." Give him a wave. Cheers at him, and he was just like, "Hey guys, have fellas, like, how are you?" Like, real jolly guy. And like he was like, he was saying our mass one time, and he said like, he's like, "I'm Father John," like this and that. I was just like, "Father Pat, Mackenzie," and he's just like, "I just took a wild guess. He looks like a Father Pat." I was like, "You fucking idiot!"
I'm just gonna
call him Father Pat for more than a half a semester, like all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of on him to like say something though, at some point.
Yeah, I guess it was just like if you don't do it the first time, then
no, that's true. I went an entire summer. I had an internship once where the guy that sat next to me, he just called me. What did he call me? Did he call me Gary? No, it wasn't Gary. It was Dave.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he just called me like Dave for like the entire summer.
You never corrected him?
No.
Yeah. It happens to me all the time. People call me Tim. There's probably like 10 people in McCormick who call me Tim, like
Really
consistently. They're like, Tim, can you do this for me? I'm like, yeah, it's Tombo. That's fine. But yeah, so that's the deer. Remember. All right, so number 2. Very excited about this. We have a horse race.
Whoa.
And a big money one too, because I am up $59 today. I'm very excited about it. So I placed a $25 bet on, let's see, Discreet Image to win. And let's see what his odds are. I paused it. We're at the gates now. So here we go.
At first, goes out to the front. Discreet Image has some early speed too.
Discreet Image looking pretty good.
Freud, Safe With Me, Quest Tech all up and on the pace. Then it's Honeygram just in behind them.
Looking real good. We're looking real good.
What's the name of the horse?
Discreet Image.
Discreet. Okay.
4.5 to 1. $25 on him to win. This would be a nice little chunk of change.
First quarter mile up in 22 seconds flat as they make their way around the turn. Then Tiffany's Freud, Safe With Me, Glossy.
Get the fuck out of here, Tiffany, you 17 to 1 bastard. We got a 17 to 1 and a 24 to 1 right behind us.
Oh.
And the leader's at 10 to 1. So we're the best horse out in front right now.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh my god, it's everybody's tied right now. This is fucking wild. All right, we're going around the final turn. Come on, Discreet Image, run first. Run, Discreet, run! No! Fuck! No, that's it. He had it, and fucking. All right, that's fine. We're still up, whatever 59 minus 25 is. 34, something like that. Is that right? Did I nail that math?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, 34.
Sweet.
Good on.
All right. Oh, my God. Oh, no, never mind. All right, so segment number 3. Tales of Career Past. We haven't done this one in a while.
I know.
Begin the accordion music.
All right. So who's going first? Maybe you.
You go first.
Okay. So sorry. My story. So we used to, like I said, I used to go into stores.
Makeup salesman, door-to-door makeup salesman.
Yeah.
No salary, commission only.
Commission only.
You were guerrilla salesman, as they call it.
To the core, I was guerrilla salesman. I used to go into places, I used to go into like Walmarts and Targets, like bigger box stores that you could kind of hide in and talk to customers and people.
Hey, some makeup.
Yeah, basically what it would be like. I would be like walking up and down the aisles, like, along the aisles so I could look down them. And if I saw like a woman that looked like she wore makeup, I would like kind of like get halfway out and then lean back and like hold the bag over my shoulder, like, hey, did you get one? And they'd be like, oh, what is it? And then like all of a sudden they're like impulse, they want to look at it. But one time I was in, I think it was a Marshall's. So it was a little bit smaller of a store, a lot easier to get caught. And I got this lady, she was interested. She's like, oh yeah, I'll take 2 or whatever. And we had the Square. So it's a little thing you plug into your phone that you could take credit cards on.
Okay. Right.
So I had that and she went to pay with the card. And now I didn't say this, but she kind of thought I was like associated with the store.
Yeah, of course.
That's shit.
Yeah.
Like just some random guy walked in here. So like I'm going through the transaction and I'm like, and as I'm about to swipe the card, I get like a tap on the shoulder and it's like the store security. This lady, she's like, you can't be selling stuff in here. And like she says it loud enough so like everyone around me can hear, like even the lady whose credit card I'm holding. So when she says that, like as soon as she says that, I swipe the card. And I'm like talking to the security guard. I like hand her back the card, and then I hand her the phone to like sign with her finger, like while I'm like talking to the security guard. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I'll be out of here in 1 second, totally. Yeah. And then I get her to sign, and the lady doesn't know what to do. She's like, he's not supposed to be doing this, but like he already swiped my card. Like I don't know what to do. And she signed it.
She signed it? Yes.
I just threw the bags at her and I was like, got out of there.
Damn, that's intense. I thought she was gonna say like, I ain't buying this fraud maker. You're probably selling me like acid.
Because like no, I mean she was like a nice lady and like we had like a nice conversation. Like,
how old was she?
She was like maybe late 30s, early 40s.
Okay, I thought you were picking on like senior citizens.
No. I mean, some people did that. I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was like we had a good conversation. She could tell I wasn't a bad guy, but like once she saw that I was doing something I wasn't supposed to be doing, she was like, "Oh, like what do I do?" Like she just kind of froze, and I was like, "Just sign it, just go."
Yeah, man. All right, so mine. I didn't want to tell the story. I have it like written down not to tell the story, but I gotta. It's too good. It's way too good. So, friend of the program, super fan Sean. So this was his caddy loop that he had to do. So I won't name any names. So the golf course that we used to caddy at, he was caddying for a judge, and they're on the first hole. So the judge is in the sand trap next to the green on the first hole. So you ever seen like somebody in the sand trap who stinks at golf and they're just like they hit it, comes back, and they just can't get out. So he's just like one hit, comes back, two hit. He's just like shit. You know, like, oh, he's like a 68, 70-year-old judge.
Yeah.
And then like after like the sixth time, he marches up, doesn't even wait for it to stop rolling, hits it, chunks it again, and then he just drops the loudest N bomb as a swear. No black people around. He just used it like as like a substitute for the word fuck or shit.
Right.
Just go like to the highest level of swearing.
Jesus
Like
Christ.
the worst words you could possibly say, just drops it, and everybody's just like. Ooh. Sean was just like in his head, he's like, Jesus Christ, this guy's a judge.
I know. You say like you're a black guy and you get that judge, you gotta be worried.
Yeah, like he's probably just like that's a revealing moment for a judge right there. To be using that as a story. But imagine like just seeing an old judge like struggling in the sand trap, who's just like fed up. He's just like
Oh my god.
drops one, and then like I guess it was like 3 holes later of just pure silence and awkwardness. He's just like,
Oh,
hey,
I can
guys,
imagine.
just want to apologize for what happened back there. It's just I don't know what happened. I don't know what came over me. I got frustrated back there.
I wouldn't even want to play anymore. I'd just be like, I want to go home.
That is an extreme level of
Just like a
getting
danger.
angry in golf. Imagine like a maintenance worker in the background. He's like, what?
What this cracker.
Oh man, yeah. So I had to tell that. I mean, that's just a Golden's. I mean, there's so much shit that you like. It's almost as if like when you're caddying, a lot of times like some of these members just forget that you're there.
Yeah.
You know, and like you don't like you're not going to tell anybody like if they're like embezzling money on the course or something, which you never hear. But like if there is something like that, I'm not going to go tell anybody important. I'll just come tell you on the podcast. We'll laugh about it. But this guy's talking about like robbing a bank. Yeah. So, yeah. But like it's you hear some crazy shit out there.
Oh, I'm sure you know where a lot of the bodies are buried.
There was one guy who told me a story about how he had sex with a girl with a poop bag. I don't know what that disease is called. Where like I guess you can't control her bowels, so like the bag fills up. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. I know what
He said he was banging her, and like all of a sudden, like the shit bag started to fill up, and he was so drunk he like got by it in the beginning because it was like just a bag. It didn't look like anything, and she was kind of good looking. And all of a sudden, like she started pooping like during and like went to the bag.
How old is this girl? Is she he's fucking?
I don't know. Could have easily been a lie from this guy. He was just like he was one of those guys who just rattles off stories. Like he's like, yeah, I used to work on Saturday Night Live, like you know back in the day.
Tim the bullshitter.
And not Tim the bullshitter. It was actually a member. So like he did well. And he claimed that he worked on like he was like a writer on SNL or something like that. But I was like, I looked it up. I didn't see your name anywhere. You know, whatever. So that brings us to our fourth segment, which is a literally. So what do you got for literally?
So when like you get into an argument with your friends and you tell them to like suck your dick,
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
I'd like that.
yeah, I was gonna say it's different for you, but like if you just like shut up, dude, suck my dick, and then all of a sudden he just like gets down and is
All right.
like, whoa, not literally.
Man, I have a commonly used one. Son of a bitch. That's a shot.
Yeah, it's not a shot at you. It's a shot.
It's not a shot at
your
you.
mother,
It's a shot at your saint of a mother.
who has done nothing wrong in this situation.
Nothing wrong. Has nothing to do with this. Somebody's like, you sick son of a bitch. It's like, whoa, that whole thing's directed right at my mother, and that should not fly.
I
That
don't
should
appreciate that.
people should like answer it more like you just did right there. When somebody calls you a son of a bitch, like, I don't appreciate that. Don't bring my mom into this. All right. Or I'll come off.
You want to call me a bitch? That's fine. Don't call my mother a bitch.
Do not call my mom a bitch, or I will come after you with 1,000 sons. Right? That and like motherfucker. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
No, I'm
motherfucker isn't as bad. Well, I mean, maybe for you. Maybe if they called you a
I
father.
don't fuck moms. I don't fuck fathers either. Well, not that I know of.
Oh, okay.
Well, not like old. I don't fuck old people. You
Yeah.
never know if there's like a 20-year-old kid. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the odds of finding a 20-year-old gay guy with a kid.
In Baltimore,
Probably.
like 65%.
Really? Yeah. Okay. They
A
just
lot of
find,
protected sex going on over there.
do they just like find kids or like, because if
No.
they're gay, they're not like fucking girls.
A lot of them are bisex. The ones that I have to pay for.
Okay. Well, fair.
Let's move on. Question number 5. We have a Let There Be Rock. So you had to listen to Warriors of the World by Manowar. So just a little backstory. There's this kid named Mike Dix that we went to intermediate school. My friends, like I ended up going to CBA, but they all went to high school with him too. And he ended up working at the library later. He's a metalhead, always wore Kiss or Manowar shirts. And he got Manowar tattoos and would post them on Facebook and stuff. So I was like, what is Manowar all about? Because I love Kiss. And I know he's a big Kiss guy. So Manowar must be like them. And they're pretty much just like a metal band that sings about how metal they are.
That makes sense for this song.
Yeah. So what did you think?
I actually surprisingly liked it. I wasn't expecting it. Just when I saw they were called Manowar, like, I don't know.
You thought it was big, real fast, like crazy metal.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect, but when I first started listening to it, I thought it was like them getting political about, like we're the warriors of the world. We send our soldiers around all over the world. I thought it was something about America and how, we go to war too much. But then I realized that like it's just them just fighting for metal. Like, they just want to bring metal to the world. They don't care about anything else. Like they just want metal to be heard throughout.
It's fire and steel. That's it. Like there's that lyric in there. It's like, gather my horse and weapons. Tell my family how I died. But it's all just about fighting for metal. Yeah. Until that I will fight for something and steal. That's it.
There was just one line that I liked. I don't really know exactly what it means, but there they wait in fear with swords. Wow, my handwriting is bad. In feeble, I don't know, with dreams to be. Fuck it. I can't read what I wrote. I like the line. I like the line.
From what it sounds like, they just like all the battle references just seem to be medieval battle, battle sequences.
No, he's talking about like, oh, these people have dreams of being a king. Because like first, one should be a man. It's like everybody wants to be the king, but like sometimes you just got to man up first.
You got to pick up a sword, okay, and you got to go out in the front lines. And you got to battle your way to the crown.
Yeah. The crown of metal.
The crown of metal. Exactly. And that's why they're so sweet. All of their songs are pretty much, there's no meaning. It's just all about like just being metal.
Yeah.
Fire, steel, hot babes, the works.
You know what this song would be perfect for if they did like they should make like a King Arthur like metal movie. It's like metal music and like I could see this song being played like
everybody's got real long hair. There's a battle scene where they're lined up and everybody's just headbanging, flying, and then somebody with big old drum set, they're just going kick, snare, kick, snare. That's it. That's the entire drum beat of the song, by the way. Boom.
That's all you need sometimes.
They rock that song. I loved it. It's not on Spotify. Pain in the ass because I want to listen to it all the time, so I had to go to YouTube.
Yeah,
but it's there, so I'll just listen to it there. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. That's great. All right, so that brings us to our 6th and final segment of this Saturday show on a Sunday. We have a What's Good. So I had to listen to Go Flex by Post Malone.
Yes.
And we listened to it together. So I said that he sounds exactly like Sammy Adams in the song I Hate College. I think that's fair. If you go back and listen to that song, I think they sound exactly the same with their auto-tune. He's got a fake voice. I hope everybody knows that. His voice is fake.
No, I mean he uses auto-tune, but he could actually sing.
Fake.
No, I'll go find you some shit of him at a concert singing. See, I love Post Malone because he does a little bit of everything. He sings, he raps, he'll play guitar on he was playing guitar on this song. Like it wasn't like he wasn't shredding, but he was like playing the beat like in the background, a little strum. I don't know, man. Like,
does it bother you that he probably gets like pussy whenever he wants it and he looks like that? Is that probably the ugliest human being I've ever seen?
I mean,
and like he's only getting it because he's famous, and like you're just sitting there like, damn.
I mean, ugly people have been getting pussy because of fame as long as there's been fame. You know,
Yeah.
it's always been
Like
like
Mick Jagger.
yeah, Mick Jagger. Yeah, it's like the Grim Reaper. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not. It doesn't bother me. I mean, because if I was in his situation, I would try to do the same thing. You know,
Yeah.
like
Would
get it
you?
how you can.
I think we've asked this. We've definitely asked this before, but I'll ask it again just in case we didn't. Would you rather be like a Kanye West, or would you rather be like a Metallica? Like you have the same amount of fame, sort of thing, but you have it like in the rap world or like the guitar metal world.
Mm,
Same amount of money, same success. You just got to choose the lifestyle you want to lead.
I feel like I would go rap just because I feel like it's a little bit easier to maintain.
And all of it's on you too. It's not
Yeah.
you don't have a band, so it's
Right.
just like big tones. Like
And
you tweet, like all you do is tweet like, "Hey, what's up?" and you get like 150,000 fucking retweets. People are losers.
I know it's ridiculous. I mean, and also
Everything he tweets, this Post Malone guy has over 160 fucking thousand retweets.
yeah, it's
And
crazy.
then nothing funny or important.
he just says what the people want to hear. I don't know. But no, the reason I gave you this song for a reason because it kind of reminded me of us. There's one line that he's got. Let me pull it up real quick.
Is it gold on my teeth and on my neck? And I'm stone cold with the flex and with the stone cold glass shatter.
No, it's not that one. It's he goes, all right, so it's like after the second chorus, he goes, knowing all this, it just don't make a difference. I'm just talking shit to the ones that'll listen. I come with the heat, man. I swear I'm never missing, and I'm still the same, and I swear I'm never switching. Now, this reminds me of us because he goes, I just talk shit to the ones that'll listen. Like, we're just here, we're just talking. Like,
we're not talking
like,
shit to the bomb squad, though. Let's
No,
clarify that.
No, not like talking shit, like antagonized. Like, we're just talking shit. You know, we're just like
We're shooting the shit.
yeah, we're shooting the shit, and then if someone wants to listen, they'll listen. And I always come with the heat, man. We're never missing everything we do.
Yeah,
You know, it's the heat, it's the fire, it's the flames.
you know how Barstool's motto is like they want people who like it's just a casual conversation over a beer at a bar. That's why I call it Barstool.
Yeah,
For Tom and the Tons, it's pretty much just like a casual conversation at a diner over some bacon and eggs
and him.
and ham. Just like fork and knife. Oh yeah, like
yeah. Just that's cool.
You know?
Yeah, no,
shooting
totally.
the shit over some good
Cage.
food. Exactly. But yeah, I thought it sounded great. I mean, I will say, even though it's a fake voice, but it's still, this is probably the one song you've given me that I'll probably go back and listen to again just for pure pleasure.
Oh,
I will.
nice. Okay.
That's the one thing I'll say.
Yeah.
The rest of them I enjoyed, but like they're really just not my cup of tea. But this one has enough pop and enough pizzazz with the hook,
Right.
where I'm just like, all right, that sounded good. I'll probably redo that, run that back later.
No, and that's what I like about Post Malone. Like he's not like I wouldn't call him a singer or a rapper. I don't really know where you would put him in there. He just has his own unique sound that I just like everything he does for whatever reason. I just love it. I don't know why.
When did he hit the scene? I feel like it was like a couple months ago or something. Has it been around for a while?
Not a long time. His first like big song that everybody heard about, White Iverson, that came out in like maybe early 2016.
Okay.
And that's when because he came up on SoundCloud. Like he's one of these SoundCloud rappers that like I don't even know if he has a music deal still, like a record deal. Like I think he just kind of started posting his music on SoundCloud and people.
Well, the way that he's popular, you shouldn't do a record deal.
Yeah, no, I mean he actually
take all the money yourself.
With his last album, he set like streaming records like in the US and worldwide on like iTunes and Spotify. Like the amount of plays like in the first week or whatever. Like he was breaking records. Like this guy, like he has, I don't know what it is about him. He just has such a unique sound. Honestly, like for me, it's like it's like a beautiful darkness to his music.
Wow,
I don't know how to explain it. There's like a beautiful pain. There's just like you can tell like there's that pain deep down in there, but he tries to hide it, but he's still.
That's exactly how I feel about Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's another like Ozzy's a troubled man. He's a troubled soul.
I don't know how he's alive, by the way, but he's alive.
Barely, yeah.
Imagine being able to be addicted to heroin for like 40 years and like you're like now 74 and you're fine.
Well, fine is a relative term.
Yeah, can't understand what he's saying, but only when he sings, because I've seen him twice and like you can hear every word and he's great.
Yeah.
He sounds incredible when he sings live. It doesn't make any sense. Like
he was probably like while he was doing that heroin, he was probably also smoking like a couple packs a day, like, and he still has that voice. Like
it works.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Bringing it back, Post Malone, Real Famous. Fuck, brain fart, dude. I had something good to say.
Is it ugly? Is it because he's ugly?
He's ugly as shit. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Damn it. All right, that's the show. Sucks. I had something good to say, but if I remember it, I'll bring it up in the next show. Also, going back to the last show with the dream, just real quickly. I don't remember much of it, but I just remember I was sitting at a table next to this really nice fat girl, and these like group of bullies were bullying her about being fat, and the one chick who was bullying the fat girl about being fat was fat herself. So I was just like, I looked up, I was like, look who's talking. And then she was like, what did you say to me? How dare you call me fat? I was like, what do you mean? You're sitting here bullying this girl for being fat when you're fat, you dick, you know? And then her friend started just being like, what'd you say to her? Like, you know, I called your friend fat. I called your friend the fat pig. That's what I did. I was being a real hero. It was great. It was one of those things where it could have easily went viral if it actually happened, you know? I woke up after that. There's definitely more to it, but it happened a few nights ago and I kind of forgot it. So.
Yeah. So
that was the main part.
Go around calling girls fat. That's cool.
Well, because she's calling the nice girl fat and she's fat herself. Can't be doing that. Fat on fat crime. How about this? You're both fat. Shut up and let me
go share a pizza. Go share a pizza and get over it.
Why don't you go get 2 large pizzas yourselves? Because you definitely can't share one. Okay. It's the show. So you got any post-show thoughts, Tones?
Yeah.
No? Okay. No. All right. I got a little bit of a travel schedule Tuesday and Wednesday. But I might be home early Wednesday from traveling because I'm only going to Norfolk. It's a 45-minute flight. It's the most ridiculous flight of all time. I mean, I still serve beverages on it.
That's good.
You want to drink, you got to fucking chug.
Glug, 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 glug.
Yeah, it's like something to drink. Pepsi. Here you go. Are you done? All right. So we'll see you sometime during this week with the Tuesday show. So thanks for tuning in. Love you, Bomb Squad, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.